All right, for 13.2, we don't really need any extra notes. All we're doing here is we're taking the scale factor and we're going to create new images. So for number one here, there's a scale factor of 1.5. So on that, all we're going to do is take our x and y values and we're going to multiply each of those by, 1.5. 1.5 times the x and 1.5 times the y. So let's go look at each of these, and I'm going to write down my originals. So I've got f, g, h, and I. So my coordinates for f are 2, 2. My coordinates for g are 5, 2. H, 5 up 4. And then I are over 2 up 4. Now I'm just going to multiply each of these by 1.5 and write my new coordinates for f prime, g prime, h prime, and I prime. All right, so 2 times 1.5 gives me 3, so that's 3, 3. 5 times 1.5 is 7.5. 2 times 1.5 is 3 still. I've already done 5. 5 times 1.5 is 7.5. 4 times 1.5 is 6. And I've already done, so 2 times 1.5 is 3, and 4 times 1.5 is 6. So now I just need to plot. So my f prime is over 3, up 3, and I'm going to label that f prime. G prime is over 7.5, up 3, G prime. H prime is over 7.5, up 6, H prime. And then I prime is over 3, up 6. Your figure should not be a different figure. So I still have a rectangle when I connect all these points here. That is important. If you see that your rectangle is no longer a rectangle, you've made an error in either calculating or plotting. So go back and look at that. All right. And I realize you're not going to be able to show me these, so I'm going to work them out. I would appreciate it if you would pause and sketch this and work them out and not just watch me work them out. So 2 says graph the image of triangle XYZ after dilation with a scale factor of 1/3 and the origin as its center. Then write an algebraic rule to describe the dilation. All right, so I'm going to get my points here, 3, 3, 9, 9, and then 3, 9. So times 1/3 is essentially dividing by 3. So my x prime is going to be 1, 1, x prime. Dividing by 3 here for my y prime will give me 3, 3. So over 3, up 3. And that's going to be y prime. And then here I'm going to have 1, 3 over 1, up 3 for z prime. All right, and my rule, my algebraic rule, is going to be x, y. All we're going to do is do 1/3 x, comma 1/3 y. Okay. Number 3, scale factor of 1/3 over 3 up 3 over 9 up 3 and then over 3 up 9. So A, B, C, 3, 3, 9, 3, 3, 9. And again, I'm going to multiply by 1/3, which is the same as dividing by 3. So here that's going to become 1, 1, 3, 1, and 1, 3. Okay, so A prime is 1, 1. B prime is 3, 1. And C prime is 1, 3. My shape hasn't changed other than it's gotten smaller, but it's still the same shape. It's still that triangle, right triangle. All right, so that's all I need to do for that. Here it's giving me the rule, and all that is telling me is to multiply each of the x and y values by 2.5. And I'm going to label these just to, let's go A, B, C. All right, my A is -1 up 1, -1, 1. B is 2, -1. And C is 2, 2. And my scale factor is 2.5, so I just need to multiply these by 2.5. -1 times 2.5 is -2.5. 1 is going to be 2.5. But then I have 2 times 2.5, and that's going to give me 5. -1 times 2.5 is -2.5. And then here I'm going to have 2 times 2.5 and 2 times 2.5. So that's going to be 5, 5. I'm going to plot my A prime, B prime, C prime. So -2.5 up 2.5, A prime, over 5 down 2.5, that's B prime. And then I have 5, 5, over 5 up 5, that is going to be C prime. And if when you're drawing these lines, you need to use a ruler, go ahead and do that. I probably should be. All right, so that's what you would have for your figure once it's been dilated. All right, number 5, we're going to take our scale factor of 0.8 and multiply our points. So I have, all right, this here is -5, 0. Here I have 5, 0. Here I have 0, 5. And here I have 0, -5. So then I multiply pretty much 5 is what I do. 5 times 0.8, that gives me 4. The zeros are not going to change because anything times 0 is 0. So I'm going to make a different color here. So for my new figure, this is going to be 0.8 times 5 is 4. So I'll go right there to 4. That's going to go to 4. -4 and -4. Here's my new figure. Like that. All right, the sixth one here. So my scale factor is 2, so I'm going to multiply my points by 2. I'm going to write these down over here. A, B, C, and D. A is -1 up 2. B is 2, 2. C is 3, -1. And D is 0, -1. Multiply those all by 2. All right, -1 times 2 is -2. 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. That's going to be 4, 4. 3 times 2 is 6. -1 times 2 is -2. And here I have 0, -2. Now I just need to plot my points again. So A prime is -2 up 4. A prime. B prime is 4, 4. 4, 4. B prime. Okay. C prime is 6, -2 over 6 down 2. C prime. D prime is 0, -2. Again, we're going to plot our points. I should be using a ruler, I told you. All right. And there is our figure after it has been dilated. I have one more for you for today. Number 7. All right, so the blue square is the pre-image. So here's our A, B, C, D. That's before anything has been dilated. Write 2 algebraic representations, one for the dilation to the green square. So that's going to go from here to here. So it's an enlargement. It should be greater than 1. And then one for the dilation to the purple square. Okay. And remember, you do new over old. So I'm going to do the green one first. I'm going to write in green too. Hopefully that'll keep me straight here. All right. So green. So let's look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 over my original, which is 2. All right, so that tells me my scale factor is 2. So for my green algebraic representation would be x comma y, that point xy, and we're going to multiply 2 plus x and 2y. So our coordinates are going to, each of them are going to multiply by 2. That's our scale factor for the green. Next I have purple. So for the purple, my new is over 1. So that's my new, and my original is still 2. So the scale factor here is 1/2. So that's our K. So my algebraic rule, x, y, is 1/2 x, 1/2 y. And that's all you need to do when it's asking for an algebraic rule. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Practice, practice, practice is how you're going to get better with these. And have a great day.